Hey everybody! Today we're going to be drawing a nervous turkey. This turkey's nervous because he's about to get eaten for Thanksgiving. So, all you're going to need for this is something to draw with and something to color with. Okay? And of course a piece of paper. So let's get started. Alright, let's start with the turkey's eyes. So, draw a circle in the middle of your paper. Then draw another one right next to it. Okay, next we're going to draw a big circle inside this one. Draw a little circle for a shiny part. And then let's color that in. But leave that little shiny part white. Okay, next we're going to do the same thing on this one, but it's going to be small to give it that kind of twitchy eye look. So, little one. We'll color that in as well. Leave the little shiny part. And then, since he's nervous, you want to do some movement lines. Kind of makes it look like he's shaking a little bit. So we're just going to do some little lines on the sides of the eyes. Okay, next we're going to do his beak, which we'll do a triangle down below. Okay, and some nostrils on that triangle. And then we're going to do that little flappy part that goes over his nose or his beak. I forget what that's called. Someone will have to tell me. Just like that. Okay, and we can do some little texture lines in that as well. Just like that. Okay, next is going to be the head. So I'm going to start right here. And I'm going to draw a circle around. Bring that down a little bit further. And I'm going to make it cross over just a little bit right there on this side. Just like that. Okay. Next, draw the neck going down. And then we're going to draw some shoulders for the body. Draw lines out. Okay. We're going to draw a little zigzag. Give me a messy zigzag. That's where his roughly feathers start. And then we do some ruffly feathers on the body. That's going to create some more texture. Okay. And last step is to do feathers. So we're going to do lines. So start with one. Do one over here. Here. Now as we go down, you're going to want them to come further out of the body. Like that. So do that on both sides. And then you just do some lines down, which I'm doing this a little bit differently than the other picture, but that's okay. I think this would be a bit easier to draw than the way I did it the first time. It's okay if they overlap as well. Just creates more texture and more balance. Okay. Plus, this different shape in feathers makes it a little bit more nervous looking. Now, at the top of these feathers, I'm going to do a little round part like this. And then a little short line on top of that. It's going to just add a tiny bit of more texture to it, and you'll see what I'll do with coloring in just a minute to show it. Okay, so that is our drawing. Now for color. So let's see. I'm going to do the bottom part here with a brown. And I'm just coloring light color. I'm not coloring dark, but I'm still making sure that I'm not leaving a bunch of white space. I need to change directions. Okay, so that's the body. Now for the head, I'm going to do an orange for the head and the neck. I'm going to do an orange. Try to make sure you stay inside the lines. That way it doesn't get too messy. If you need to turn your paper, go ahead and do it. Like I'm going to need to do that in a second. So let me turn it this way. Makes it easier on my hands when I do that. Okay. Next, I'm going to use some yellow on the beak. And some red on this thing, which I can't remember what it's called. Okay. And then for your feathers, you can choose your colors, but let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to color the bottom part red. See, I went a little tiny bit outside of the lines. It's because I'm going pretty fast. If I'm going too fast for you, you can just pause the video. Okay. This takes a little bit of time, a little bit of work, but It's a lot of fun. Okay, now I'm not going to go ahead and color all of them because that's going to take me a while. So let me show you what I do here on the tip. I take a little bit of blue around the edges. That. And then I went ahead and did a little green on the end too. That's just to give our turkey a little pop of color. And then I added another little pop of color around the eyes. So I'll draw a little circle around the eye and color that in. You want to leave some white though, so don't color the whole thing. That gives it just a nice little pop of color there. But go ahead and finish yours, finish coloring all the feathers, and if you want to add anything in the background you can. And I can't wait to see these. Alright.